And that's what you saw the father weeping. This was Shakespearean, this collision. And old Bush was hysterical. I mean, I've never seen a grown man so out of control. And one who's used to television, and there he was, and they couldn't stop him. Because he was praising Jeb for all of his good qualities. And as he was doing it, it was all coming back to him, ironically, and he's the one who should be president. Let's hope one of my atavars will make a play out of that.
Will you?
Not my material.
Will you write more about Bush?
Of course not. I've written too much already. I mean, it's a non-subject.
Do you hold out hope right now?
Well, what hope?
That's what I'm asking, if you have any.
No, not much. You know, Benjamin Franklin, after the Constitution of 1789 was being voted on, actually, in Philadelphia, he was leaving the hall, and he'd been warned, well, the people running the Constitutional Convention, they knew he was very sharp-tongued, and he was not an admirer of their works. He thought they were naive. He thought they were missing the point. He had read Aristotle, who explains how every republic has gone crashing. And he was leaving the hall, and an old lady that he knew said, "Well, Ben, what are you giving us?" He said, "Well, we're giving you a republic, if you can keep it." Well, there are 3 or 4 boys who have been assigned to follow him around and make sure he didn't say anything embarrassing to the people. Well, he went right around saying exactly what he wanted to say. So the kids sort of cornered him on the way out to the street, and they said, "Why do you take such a dark view of the Constitution? It's the best work of some of the best people in the United States. Why are you so skeptical?" And he said, "Well, Aristotle, or indeed history, tells us that every republic of this nature has failed because of the corruption of the people." And he stepped off the stage.
What do you think has to happen right now?
It's happened. We're broke. You follow television as they find out we're running out of food? That's never happened in my lifetime.
You think there's a way to fix this?
Crash will do it. But that's pretty extreme.
Did you know Eleanor Roosevelt?
Very well.
Can you talk about her?
What do you want to know about her?
Well, tell us about her personality. What did she stand for? What effect did she have on FDR? What was their relationship?
Well, it was irritable. They didn't really like each other. She admired him. And he didn't admire her, which is stupid. She was much more intelligent than he.
How did you meet her?
I lived in Dutchess County for years. I ran for Congress in Dutchess County. She launched my campaign up there. And I came with, I don't know what it was, 20% of winning it. And we became great friends during that. This is the campaign of 1960, which was going on simultaneously while Jack was running for president. And she was for Adlai Stevenson, and I was a delegate to the convention that chose Jack. And she forgave me for that. There's no reason why I should be following her advice. And I knew him better than she did. But she was always very suspicious of him. Joe McCarthy, partly. His father, another partly.
What do you mean, Joe McCarthy?
He was a friend of Joe McCarthy. But a real friend, and somebody who sort of spoke up for him. And I told her, because she wanted to know why Jack was not being accommodating. And I said, you know, he thinks you want me to dance on him to dance on McCarthy's grave, and he won't do that. Well, she got that. I didn't think she liked him any better for it, but.
Do you think if Eleanor Roosevelt lived in a different age, like today, she could be running for president?
I'd propose her for Dalai Lama, just to keep her in office as long as possible.
What were her values? What did she stand for?
Well, they were more human than American. You know, she came to the White House speaking 6 or 7